What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got some less than ideal news when it comes to Digimon. Turns out there have been some delays to sets which are coming out, so I figured I would come along and tell you about the delays, what's been delayed, how long it's been delayed, and of course we will then transition into, a new release schedule, because frankly, well, as I've said many times, I pride myself on being that channel where you guys can come along and you can find everything you need to know. So if I can't give you an up-to-date release schedule so you know what's coming out and when it's coming out, well, frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it would make me a little bit sad, really. Yes, it would. Now, honestly, what's been delayed is basically everything. You see, news has been flirting around over the last couple of days over on the Facebook group, basically saying, hey look, a bunch of stuff's been delayed. And there was an official announcement made by the Digimon card game on Facebook, the official page. BT4 Great Legend, Starter Deck 4-6, Premium Pack Set 01 release date announcement and availability update. Hello Digimon Tamers! The pre-release and release date of Great Legend, BT4, and Starter Deck 4-6 have been postponed as follows. Pre-release is June the 4th to the June 10th with an official release on the 11th. In addition, Premium Pack Set 1 will now be released on May the 28th. We have now reopened the BCC registration page, that is Bandai Card Club I want to say, that's where you order stuff. For Great Legend, for stores to finalise their event arrangements, and etc. So basically, they've delayed them, but they've also given stores more time to essentially get in on them, which I think is very, very cool. Now, there is also an update on product availability. We would also like to briefly update you on product availability. As previously stated, on March the 10th, a reprint of Booster 1.0 and 1.5 arrived at distributors at the end of March. Further reprint waves of these boosters and starter decks 1 to 3 will arrive at distributors in June, July, and August. Furthermore, BT4 Great Legend has also been reprinted in advance of its release and will arrive at distributors in June and July. Starter Decks 4-6 have also been reprinted in advance of their release and will arrive at distributors in August. Due to the pandemic's effect on production and freight logistics, there is the possibility of further delay on these products at the distributor or store level. Please ask your local game store to contact their distributor for specific information on when these products will be available in your region. We are committed to providing our players and fans with enough product necessary at our suggested retail price. We thank you for your understanding and ongoing support of the Digimon card game. Yes. And look, I know that any announcement by any company, especially a card game company, nowadays will lead to a lot of people being furious, but I'm sorry, we're going to leave the release date schedule and the delays for a moment and just focus on the reprint while we're here. I told you guys super clearly that Booster 1.0 and Booster 1.5 would be reprinted into the ground, and the reason was incredibly simple. These are the first two sets, and it is important to note Bandai really are treating them as a double set, not really as two separate sets, because it's two sets to bring together sets 1 to 3 in Japan, and even call it Booster 1.5, the second one. Because this is people's jumping on point, right? This is where people get into the game. So there has already been one lot of reprints which arrived at distributors in March. Arrived at distributors does not mean is in shops. It means distributors then need to get it to shops. And then there are more waves of both those boosters and the starter decks in June and July and August. 3 more waves already being printed. And then, as if that isn't enough, we see that there's actually a reprint of BT4 already ordered, despite the fact it hasn't actually come out yet. And what this should be telling you is that Bandai are taking this really, really seriously. They are making sure that it is there. And I want to bring your attention to the specific phrase in their announcement. We are committed to providing our players and fans with enough product necessary at our suggested retail price. So all this talk we've had about scalpers, etc., Bandai are literally coming out and explicitly saying we are going to print enough, or that is our goal at least, that you do not have to pay scalper prices. We are setting an RRP, and that is what you should be paying. So my advice is the same as it has been all the way along. I know not everyone can wait. I know that for reasons of online tournaments or whatever, you might not be in a position to wait. And if that's the case, that's the case. No judgment. But if you can wait, do not pay above RRP. Because I have seen plenty of shops that are selling at RRP, both online and offline. And they will continue to do so. And if you ignore the shops that are trying to take advantage of you, and there are a bunch of them out there, and that is sad, they will have to lower their prices back down to everybody else. If you can wait, and please ignore them. So basically, oh yeah, and I should mention the second lot of starter decks are also being reprinted as well, and they will be coming in August. Basically, the first 3 sets, that is Booster 1.0, Booster 1.5, and BT4, and the first 6 starter decks, the first lot of 3 and the second lot of 3, are all getting reprinted. And I'm going to tell you a little secret here, ladies and gentlemen, because Bandai know this as well as I do. They need to keep printing these if they keep selling out, and they will keep reprinting them if they keep selling out. So with that borne in mind then, what does that leave us in terms of current release dates? Well, the good news is we have a bunch of release dates. Now, the next thing to release is still going to be that premium promo pack, premium pack set, there we go. The one that comes with 2 packs of Booster 1.0, 2 packs of Booster 1.5, that is incidentally confirmed, and 2 promo cards, that is coming along on May the 28th. Yes, I know that as I record this, that is about 6 weeks away, and I'm sad like you're sad. I want this premium pack. I will be buying... Oh, it does come with a Rise Greymon promo, I should have mentioned. I will be buying this. I will be buying 2 copies of this because I want to get a playset of the Rise Greymon promo, but I just want to buy them because I get boosters and stuff, and I don't know. You get 2 promos, 4 is a playset. I'm going to buy 2 of them. If that's not a good enough reason, I don't know. I just want to. They're not coming out till May the 28th, and yeah, that's a little bit sad, but what can you do? That's the way it is. Now, BT4, the next proper set which is being released, the next full booster pack expansion, is coming out on June the 10th. And we have been told that there is a pre-release June the 4th to June the 10th. Now, we've not been given a huge amount of information about what these pre-releases are going to be. We have been told about things like Tamer packs, which are being given to local game stores. Maybe it will be those kind of things. Maybe it will be something a little bit different. I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think we've been given any information about pre-releases. If I'm wrong and I've forgotten something, please do let me know. But there is going to be some kind of pre-release. Get in touch with your local game store to make sure you're getting in on that. And on the same day, we are getting the next lot of starter decks, 4, 5, and 6, featuring green, black, and purple. And I've told you about this with starter decks before, but let me say it again now. These come with exclusive cards. Some of these exclusive cards come as 2-ofs, and basically you need 2 of each starter deck. They're going to be $10. They're going to have a booster pack inside. You do need a pair of each of them. I've been showing you a bunch of winning deck lists on this channel for the past couple of months that have had these cards in Japanese lists. You're going to want to have them in there. And they, like I say, are coming on June the 11th. Now, that is essentially what we've got at the moment. That is what Digimon have told us officially. Digimon didn't actually give us any information about BT5. That was missing from their announcement. As it stands at the moment, they have got the release date on gtsdistribution.com. That is one of the distributors. They have currently got that listed for release on the 6th of August. And I think that can still work. That is about a 2-month gap, which isn't unrealistic. Now, Often at this stage, what I would do is I would sit down and I would go, right, well, here's a gap between sets 1 and 2 and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do that in this video, and the reason is extremely simple. We've had a delayed release. It was supposed to be initially in November. It ended up in January. We've had 2 sets that are deliberately released very close to each other. We've had delays. At this stage, trying to actually sit down and see some kind of pattern in releases would be, frankly, a waste of my valuable time. Although we can all argue about how valuable my time really is, but that's a question for a different day. Will that come out on the 6th of August? I think there's a decent chance, because the release dates all got updated and sent to distributors. So if BT5 was going to be delayed, then absolutely you would imagine it was going to be on there. So 6th of August is the date they've got on a website which has been updated with everything else. Until you hear otherwise, 6th of August is what you should expect. Why did this happen? Because of the damn panic. Seriously, it's nothing else more than that. Production, I've talked about this in previous videos. There's one I said, I call it something like it's not a conspiracy. Go look it up on the channel, it's all there. But basically, production and distribution are both made way more difficult in a damn panic. That's what my 2-year-old calls it, and it's so cute I've adopted it. So, yeah, there might be more delays. I hope there aren't. I want these products just like you do. The thing is, and I want to stress this because I do think this is really important, this isn't Bandai mismanaging the game or being negligent or doing anything untoward. This is Bandai reacting to a situation outside of their control and keeping us fully informed and dropping us a note on the Facebook telling us what's going on and why it's happening in a way that an awful lot of companies don't. They are being honest and transparent, and they are keeping us up to date. And we should all be extremely grateful that they care enough to do so. Yes, delays suck, but you know what? I remember a year ago when we were all sitting around desperately hoping the game came out in English. If the biggest problem we've got is that a worldwide pandemic is causing some slight delays on product, you know what? I'll take that, ladies and gentlemen. I will take that. But now I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you think about these. I want to know which of these products you're going to be picking up. Go nuts, but I do think it is very important to remember, as always, be nice, would ya? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.